And welcome to the Ice Vault Arena in Wayne, New Jersey for the 2024-25 Ice Vault Holiday Classic. Mike Formisano along with you calling tonight's action. Thank you so much for joining us as tonight we broadcast for you on Black Bear TV the Pope John Lions versus the Ramapo Raiders. The Lions 4-2-1 in their season, having coming off a victory against Notre Dame on Monday at Skylands Ice World to bump their record up to 4-2-1. Meanwhile, this is the second game of the Ice Vault Holiday Classic for Ramapo as they lost on a 16-save shutout to Livingston 1-0 right before Christmas Eve. In fact, that is the team, Livingston, that Pope John is going to face in their third contest on December 30th. In the meantime, they'll have a second game on Saturday night against Passaic Tech. And Pope John with 3 games set for the next 5 days. Tonight against Ramapo, Passaic Tech, and then Livingston. Ramapo 5-1 on the season. Pope John, as I said, 4-2-1. Let's go over the roster. Number 13 will take the draw for the Lions with Hunter Perillo on the right and Aiden Perry on the left. Alex Slater and Magnus Bars, Buggy on defense. Drosswitz will go up against number 18, Ryan Brunner, on the face-off circle for the opening face-off. This is game number 1 of 3 for the Lions at the Ice Vault Classic, the holiday tournament between Christmas and New Year's. Please enjoy, everyone, as we all have hockey now for 3 times for Pope John for the next 5 days. Puck dropped, and the Lions win the face-off. Drosswitz gives it over to Bars. Magnus Bars in the pass cross ice to Alex Slater. Over to Perillo. Perillo gives it to Perry. Perry will slam it into the Ramapo end. Here's Drosswitz along the near boards. Fighting for it, number 29 is Maxwell Simpson. Now Drosswitz on the face-off. Saved by LaRue. Comes back out to the far end. Perillo right in front, trying to slam it home. And LaRue shuts the door. Weird bounce off the backboards, off the kick plate. And so Giordano plays it there. Drosswitz up to Michello. Michello coming in with Colatrella. Michello with the shot. Blocker glove save. It's loose behind the net. Colatrella trying to play it out. Michello in front. Down to the far corner. And he says it was a hand pass. He shoveled it instead of dropping it automatically. So that's going to bring the puck all the way down to the Pope John end for a face-off. Now, Bars. Magnus Bars. Off the glass. Big crunch on Hunter Perillo. And that is going to be a penalty. Number 29, Maxwell Simpson, who's the captain of Ramapo, went up there in the head area, and he's still shoving Perillo. So that is going to be, you can call it whatever you want. It's going to be a boarding. They're going to get him for an elbow. So Simpson is going to go to the box for an elbow for a 2-minute penalty. Perillo seems to be okay. He is gesturing in his neck a little bit. It came right in around the head and neck area, so want to make sure he's all right. It'll be a power play for Pope John with the faceoff being to the left of Luke LaRue. Bars. Over to Hughes. Hughes. Drosswitz. Oh, the one-timer just went under the stick of Perillo. Now Bars again, we have a whistle underneath, and we have a cross-check. We'll see how that affects this power play for Pope John. I think they're going to call Perillo on it. Under Perillo going to the box, and that will negate the power play for Pope John. Minute 7 remaining on the minor to Simpson. So now Perillo, who's the recipient of the action that caused the power play, now goes into the box to negate it. Here's Michael Perry, freshman forward for Pope John. Big check at the blue line by Liam Amabile and number 9, Jared Silvestri. 81 with the shot. Saved by Giordano, and he holds on. Right between the pads as 81 was looking 5-hole and denied by the Pope John netminder. 8:38 to go, first period. Scoreless here at rink number 3 in the Ice Vault in Wayne, New Jersey. It is the cold one here. Michael Perry will pass it off to Alex Mizak. Mizak tied up with Karen. The puck comes inside the zone to lay it offside, but Ramapo has the puck. Here is number 15, Matt DiVincentis. Pass up to Silvestri, sends it back around. DiVincentis in the far corner. Perry after him. Perry steals it. In front, the shot. He scores! Alex Mizak waiting in a low slot. He slams it past Luke LaRoe. And the Lions take a 1-0 lead. Well, Perry is able to put it right under the stick of Mizak, who's waiting in the low slot. And Alex, no doubt, sends it home past Luke LaRoe. And the Lions grab a 1-0 lead with 8:06 remaining in the first period. Pope John 1, Ramapo no score. Here's Colatrella on the draw. He wins it and gives it back to Liam Abbeville. Stolen by 28, coming in to pass across. He scores! Number 47, it looks to be. Maybe it's, 47, Robert Calpagian. Calpagian's able to put it behind Mason Giordano at the 7:58 mark. What is that, 8 seconds? 8 seconds after the Lions take a 1-0 lead. Calpagian ties it for Ramapo. Well, what's given is taken away, and it's now 1-1. Face-off won by Pope John, but Ramapo takes over. We got a break here for number 19 coming in for Ramapo. The shot. Save! Giordano, it's loose, and he's trying to cover. We got action in front of the net. Wow, big save by Mason Giordano. Off the rush by Shane Papaccioli. Papaccioli trying to put it past Giordano, and you had Calpagian, who scored the first goal for Ramapo, right on the doorstep, waiting to tuck home the rebound. Giordano would not allow it. So now face-off to the left of the sophomore netminder for Pope John. Along near glass. Comes back outside the zone. 8 seconds to go here in this opening period. It's been an entertaining one. Ramapo with the last second shot. No good. Off the skates of a Pope John defenseman. And that is it for the end of the first period. Pope John Lions and the Ramapo Raiders tied at 1. Alex Mizak with the opening goal with 8:06 remaining. And then Robert Calpagian ties it 8 seconds later. Shots on goal favoring Pope John, 11-10. Both teams are going to go off the ice. They're going to take a 5-minute break. And we will be back for second period action after that break is over. Pope John and Ramapo. End of one here from the ice vault. They are deadlocked, and we'll be back for second period action. Here we go, opening faceoff to start the second period. And it's won by the Lions. It goes back to Magnus Bars, senior defenseman for Pope John. Now sent in by Ross for Ramapo. Stick save by Giordano. Wasn't on net, but he cleared it to the corner anyway. Luke Drosowitz in front to Perillo. The shot goes wide left. Drosowitz chases it down along the near boards. Back to Bars. Perry up to Cameron Guerra. Number 7, Aiden Mock with it for Ramapo. Mizak chasing him over to Ahern. Ahern crunched along the boards by Guerra. Here's Bars. Bars fires, deflected in front, and it goes wide left. So there's Perry. 81 behind his own net. Mizak forces him to go the other way. Comes outside the zone. It'll go just wide left of Mason Giordano's crease, but the icing is waved off. So Bars to Slater. Slater trying to clear the zone. Gets some help from Guerra. Guerra with Marcello on a 2-on-1. Offside! Marcello was a quarter step too soon. Oh, it looked like he had the line, but the referee says no way, no dice. 7:44 to go, second period. 1-1, Pope John and Ramapo. Actually, that's the linesman, so. I don't know if they differentiate here in high school hockey. I mean, they both got the black and white stripes. They don't have the armband signifying the referee, so I guess they both are able to call lines as well as regular acts, as it is in Utah. So I'm still waiting for the days when the referees bring back the nameplates. As a kid, I used to watch the NHL. Here's Marcello. It goes over to the corner. I'll pick up that thought in just a second. Hughes, the backhand, goes into the corner. There's Abbeville. Liam Abbeville. Shot off the ankle of number 47 for Ramapo. Comes back to Colatrella. Colatrella right near the doors on the half wall. Marcello gets a shove in the back. We play on. Here's Colatrella. Back to Marcello. In front. Trying to get the shot off. Can't do so through the Ramapo defense. And we're going to have a penalty. It's going to be against number 21, Colin Chapin. So Pope John will go to a power play with 7:01 to go in the second period. We'll get the official announcement from referee. Let's go to the high stick. Colin Chapin called for high sticking with 7:01 remaining in the second period. And the Lions will go to the man advantage. Hughes will dig it out, and Sean Hughes leads the attack. Over the red line, now over the blue. Hughes tries to pass it back, gives it to Bars. Bars fires over the crossbars, deflected, and now picked up by number 29, Simpson. It rolls along the dasher for a while, comes back down to the ice. Here's Hughes. Sean Hughes, top of the line. Hughes into Jack Jars, goes back to Bars, now over to Hughes. Hughes back to Bars, over to Hunter Perillo. Perillo fires off the glass. Back around to Hughes. Luke Jars with it. To Perillo. Back to Bars. Now to Perillo. Perillo trying to get it to Hughes. Jarosowitz. It's tipped by Ramapo. And the Raiders clear the way in. It'll come back to neutral ice. Here's Hughes. Hughes with Aiden Perry. Perry to Jarosowitz. Fires. Save LaRue. And he'll hold on. Intense pressure on the power play by Pope John there for the first minute 11. But no dice as LaRue stands tall. Anyway, as I say with the referees real quick before we get back to the power play, the referees used to have nameplates in the back of their jerseys when I was a kid watching. So you got to know who all the referees were. But then I guess they were probably taking too much heat from fans. So they removed it and replaced it with numbers. These referees don't have numbers or names, but it was nice to be able to know who was refereeing your games. Even the linesman had it too. That's how I know, like Eddie Van Helleman, Kevin Collins, who was a linesman, not even a referee, but he was a linesman. I knew who he was. Dale Kaharski. Some of the great referees over the years. Now you really don't know who they are anymore. Or at least I don't. But the referees is important to the game as the players themselves. And I always thought it was good to have the nameplates on the back. You got to know who they were. Oh, who's the referee in the game today? Oh, it's Van Helleman. Oh, okay, we're going to get this type of game. But it's a day gone by. Like waffles, I've talked about it before. Coach Weaver actually pulled me aside a couple of weeks ago and says, I was amazed that you were talking about waffles on one of your other broadcasts. So I'll have to bring that up eventually. We'll talk about waffles again. Here's Drossowitz with the shot. Wide right. The rebound goes into the corner. We'll get back to the game now. But don't worry, Coach. We will cover waffles sometime later this season. Drossowitz back to Abbeville. Abbeville outside the zone. Because I loved it. They had the... I'm going to get into this talk. I can't do it. I was a goalie, and I loved having the waffle with the little circles on the blocking glove. You don't see those anymore. They're just blocking gloves. Here's number 4, Matt D'Argento. Stolen away by Luke Jars. It's kicked into the corner. Penalty's over, by the way. So Pope John, with no result off that power play, Ramapo is able to shut it down. Here's number 19 in, Shane Papacholi. Taken away by number 9, Jared Silvestri. Abbeville in the corner, comes back out. Top of the face-off circle. Shot deflected by Abbeville into the far corner. Slater in there. Aiden Perry looking to break loose. Now the shot by 19. Blocker glove save by Giordano, which would have been a waffle save years ago, but no longer. Here's number 10. Pass to 19. Papacholi. Papacholi, the pass across. He's shot it wide. Oh, the pass across. Back to 28 over to Papacholi, and he couldn't put it home. He had an open net to shoot at, and he missed wide left. Wow. Now, Aiden Perry, the shot, glove saved by LaRue, and he'll hold on. End-to-end action for Ramapo and then Pope John. Just to recap real quick, that 2-on-1 in front of the Pope John net, it went from Papacholi to DeFino. DeFino passed it right back to Papacholi on the left post. And he had Giordano caught in between. And he couldn't put it home in the empty net. Then Perry gets it back the other way. He took a shot to the right corner. And LaRue flashing the light. Now in front of the Pope John bench is Ross. Guerra steals it away. Here's Michael Perry. Perry to Mizak. Mizak coming in. Now, Guerra, the shot. Oh, it hit the post. Oh, Cameron Guerra rings iron. And the Pope John Lions were inches away from making a 2-1 game. Now, minute 3 to go. LaRue may have got a piece of it, but definitely rang off the post there. Jarosowitz into the Ramapo end. Now to Hughes. Hughes, cross ice, the shot, save, rebound, it's on the side of the net. Pope John trying to center it. That was Perillo with the shot there. LaRue able to make that save. It's now cleared to center ice. Number 10 coming in. Bars on him. Can't get the shot off. Cross ice. Save as Giordano got a piece of it. Now in front. Bars steps in front of that with 20 seconds. Sends it all the way down the ice. And an icing on the play. Great defense by Magnus Bars as Giordano makes the save. Making sure that Ramapo couldn't get the one-timer home into the open net. They've had a couple of opportunities tonight to do so, and they haven't been able to convert, except that one time on the Robert Calpagian shot after Alex Mizek had scored 8 seconds earlier. Puck goes out of play. We will do it again here in the Pope John end. Shots on goal, 23-19, favoring them over Ramapo, or deadlocked at 1 on the scoreboard. Face-off, won by Pope John. Amabile in his own zone. Liam Amabile sends it up, and outside the zone, Luke Jars after it, running out of time. Jars, he's got 81 on him. He'll send it back around with 1 second. That's going to end the second period. No scoring in that second period as both teams had their chances. Shots on goal after 2 periods. Pope John leads 23-19. So we'll take a break. Zamboni will come out. He'll clean the ice, twirl around a few times, and it will come back to the ice vault for third period action. Here we go. Third period as Ramapo wins the faceoff. It goes back to number 29, Maxwell Simpson. Now sends up the ice. Magnus Bars with it in the far corner in the Pope John end. Comes back out to Simpson along the near board. Shot in. Save. Giordano. Stick save. He turns it into the near corner. Luke Drosowitz will play it off the boards in front of the Pope John bench. Bars trying to get a break. Can't get around number 81. It's onside, however. Pope John inside the zone. Here's Perillo. The sharp angle shot off the glass. Missed the net by a lot, but he sent it into the corner and kept it inside the zone, basically. So good play. Here's number 19, Shane Papaccioli. Clears the zone. Alex Slater with it for Pope John. Bars picks it up. Magnus Bars at the red line. He'll send it up. Stolen away by Ramapo. And the Raiders now trying to get into the Pope John end. Can't do so. Luke Jars holds it at center ice. Wholesale changes for the Lions now. It will be number 8, Nicholas Colatrello, take the draw with Jack Drosowitz on the right and Nick Michello on the left. Liam Amabile and Sean Hughes on defense. Hughes gets in front of that. Sent back in by Ross. Shot goes wide right. Bounces off the dasher, off the glass. It hits the netting and goes out of play. If you're ever wondering what I refer to as the dasher and the kick plate, it's all those different pieces that make up the board that goes around. The dasher is that shelving area that holds the glass up. So the little blue stripe you'll see right between the glass and the boards. And then the kick plate is the yellow. It's like a little warning sign that you would get from you're on the street and you see different construction equipment. The yellow is the kick plate. Here's Michello at center ice. Comes back to number 4, Matt D'Argento. D'Argento underneath Michello's stick. He's Amabile with it. Amabile along the near boards. Drosowitz will clear the zone. Goes all the way down the ice. To be played by number 21, Colin Chapin. It will not actually, as they'll wait for it to cross the goal line and get the referee's whistle on an icing. Comes out. It's stick to side. And here's Perillo. Perillo's got a break. Possible 3-on-1, maybe 3-on-2. Here we go. Comes inside the net. Cleared out of the way, and the net is knocked off its moorings. And the whistle will guarantee no further play. So, as Pope John was penetrating the zone, it was definitely a 3-on-1. But Ramapo got a defenseman back. Still on a 3-on-2, but Pope John couldn't get set up for the shot as they were too tight in on the Ramapo defense. Over the red line, now over the blue. Coming in, the shot deflected by Bars. He got a piece of him. And it rolls into Giordano, who'll cover for the faceoff. 8:05 remaining, third period. We got a bit of a scuffle between Nicholas Colatrello and number 8, his counterpart, William Ross. So Ross and Colatrello, are they both going to go? Colatrello's going off. Oh, slashing call against Nicholas Colatrello. Wow, I didn't even see it. It was in the corner, and must have been away from the puck, and my eyes were concentrated elsewhere. So Colatrella gets a penalty for slashing with 8:05 remaining, and this has set up Ramapo for a power play opportunity that they're hoping breaks the 1-1 tie. Sean Hughes will drop it off for Luke Johns. Droswitz off of Smilovic's ankle. Now back to the point. And it's held. Here's Hunter Perillo coming in on a breakaway. Perillo, the shot, saved by LaRue. Oh, he kicked out his left hand like a pinball flipper and was able to keep this game tied at 1 apiece. Now the shot into the netting and out of play. Wow, what a break by Hunter Perillo. Getting the breakaway, coming in all alone. And Luke LaRue slamming the door shut and keeping a shorthanded opportunity off the boards for Pope John. 39 seconds to go on the penalty to Colatrella. Pope John and Ramapo remain tied at 1. Here's Hughes behind the net. Guerra with it on the far boards. He'll send it up. We've got a whistle. We've got a cross check. And we will see what that means. And Pope John's arguing it, so it's going to be Sean Hughes going to the box, cross-checking on the Pope John defenseman. And so now this sets up a 5-on-3 opportunity for Ramapo for 30 seconds. Big moment in this game. 5-on-3 Ramapo. And we're going to have a timeout as the Raiders coach, Michael McLaughlin, wants to talk things over. Can the Pope John Lions survive this? Here's the faceoff, won by the Lions, and it's cleared all the way down the ice by Liam Abbeville. So that will wind down most of the 5-on-3 time. 20 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Number 10, Smilovich over the line. Pass across to Simpson. Pope John steps in front of him. Bars trying to clear it, and he does. Bars has it. He's looking for the break, but he couldn't get by. And now LaRue comes out of his net. But it's down to 3 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. So Pope John did what they needed to do. They went ahead and killed the first penalty to Colatrella. And so now it's just back to a 5-on-4. Much more manageable odds for Pope John now. So now 81, back to 10. 10, off the ankle of Colatrella. And we got Luke Droswitz on a break. Droswitz coming in with Colatrella. Droswitz, the pass across, the shot. He scores! Nicholas Colatrella on the one-timer from Luke Droswitz. A short-handed goal for Colatrella. And with 5:41 to go, the Pope John Lions take a 2-1 lead. Colatrella's goal, assisted by Luke Droswitz. And with 1:07 remaining on the penalty to Hughes, the Lions go up 2-1. So 5:41 remaining, the official announcement coming. Nicholas Colatrella from Luke Droswitz. And that's your goal to give the Pope John Lions a 2-1 advantage. Face off deep inside the Lioness. It's won by Colatrella. It's played down the ice by Abbeville. And LaRue out of his net to play it. Luke LaRue will shovel it around to number 19, Shane Papaccioli. D'Argento sends it in to the near corner. And it's cleared outside the zone, and that's it for the penalty. Not only does Pope John survive the 5-on-3 completely, but they take the lead on a shorthanded goal by Nicholas Colatrella. The Lions couldn't have asked for a better result. Here's Aiden Perry. It goes underneath his stick, comes outside the zone, back to neutral ice. 4:15 remaining. Lions up by a goal. Now Perry. Aiden Perry. Backhand pass to Hughes. Hughes over the red, now over the blue. Hughes, cross ice to Perry. The shot, save LaRue. Rebound. It goes up in the air and it's tipped aside. Now Guerra. It's tipped by Perillo. Goes into the near corner. Hunter Perillo. Perry on him in front. Tipped away by number 28. Over to number 10. Smilovich inside the zone, and number 19, Shane Papaccioli, is offside. 3:11 remaining, third period. Pope John 2, Ramapo 1. We are glad you're with us here on Black Bear TV. Inside the ice vault for the Holiday Classic. The Lions leading the Raiders by 1. Face-off won by Pope John is cleared up in the air. Tossed out of the zone by Bars. Here comes Perry over to Garrett. Just near his skates. Perry with it. Perry with the shot. Stick save by LaRue. Sent back to the point. Here's Bars. Bars fires. Blocking glove save by LaRue. In the far corner. Checked by number 18, Brunner. Now Michello behind. Nick Michello. Brunner on him. Tying him up behind the net. 2-on-1, and they're giving him the business behind the net. No call. We play on. Minute 49 to go. There's Bars. Both Ramapo players just tying up Michello and just giving him the working. Now outside the zone, it comes all the way down the ice, and we've got an icing on the play. And the faceoff will come all the way down to the Ramapo end. We've got 96 seconds to go in the third period. It's Pope John 2, Ramapo 1. Faceoff to the left of Luke LaRue. Faceoff won by Ramapo, and it goes into the corner. Here's 29, Simpson. Intercepted by Jarosowicz. Luke, backhand pass, taken away. Here is Perillo. Perillo tied up the shot. Saved by LaRue. Perillo again. Blocker glove save. And it's knocked and thrown by number 8. And there's no call there. 81 had it in his hand and actually threw it to the corner, which you're not allowed to do. And now the puck underneath number 28 for Ramapo. Simpson picks it up. He's inside the zone. And there goes the goalie for the extra attacker. Ramapo, 6-on-5 now. Empty net on the Raiders' end. Flipped off the glass and around. 17 holds it. Comes back to Simpson. Simpson at the point. The shot. Deflected down. It's loose in the slot. Giordano gets a pad on it. Here's Amabile. Now out to number 19, Papaccioli. Sent all the way down the ice. Just missed the empty net. Wow. Pope John sent it all the way down the ice. I think it was Amabile. I'm not exactly sure, but I know the shot came all the way from their end. It was shooting for the empty net, and it just missed the right post by inches. 40 seconds remaining. Face-off to the left of Giordano. Colatrello will take it for Pope John against number 17, Michael Braid for Ramapo. Pope John's able to clear the zone. Perillo gets a stick on it. It goes all the way down, and as it crosses the goal line, it'll be an icing. Perillo was hoping it would land just shy of the goal line, and that would have forced Ramapo to bring it back to the other end. Loose in the face-off circle. Shot knocked down by Magnus Bars. Alex Slater off the glass. Comes back to the point, held by Simpson. Here's Perillo. Perillo faces outside the zone. Here's number 81 with 20 seconds to go. Now to Papacello. Knocked down by the Pope John defense. There's Slater in the corner. Alex Slater flips it off the glass and outside the zone. Perillo trying to chase it down. 4 seconds to go. Ramapo can't come into the zone. There's the buzzer. The Pride has spoken. The Pope John Lions win in incredible fashion. 2-1 over the Ramapo Raiders. So when you thought Pope John was in a world of trouble, going down on a 5-on-3, they kill the first penalty, and then they get a break. On the 5-on-4, they were killing with the Sean Hughes minor. Colatrello, who had committed the first penalty of the 5-on-3, gets a break down the ice with Luke Jarosowicz. Jarosowicz has the puck in the corner, sends it right to the slot area where Colatrello is waiting, and he slams the one-timer home past Luke LaRue, and that's your game winner. The Pope John Lions advance their overall record to 5-2-1, and they will move on to game number 2 of the Ice Vault Classic Saturday night against Passaic Tech. Final shots on goal in favor of Pope John, 36-22. The goal scorers for the Lions, Alex Vizak and Nicholas Colatrello. For Ramapo, number 47, Robert Kalpazian. Well, for everyone here at the Ice Vault Arena in Wayne, New Jersey, Spike Formisano saying thanks for joining us. Final score once again, the Pope John Lions defeat the Ramapo Raiders 2-1.